Brisbane, and a special good morning to the folks over at Brookwater. Rumour has it they're in for blowing out a lot of candles today. We'll tell you more about that after this.
I don't think we've made too many mistakes, to be honest. You know, I think we've done a very good job.
Now, 25 years old, I think we did everything well, to be honest. There's nothing that jumps out at me that we shouldn't have done.
You may not believe it, but it is quite a very charming story.
Unbelievably, they were able to roll out a Greg Norman designed golf course in Ipswich.
Overnight, it was instant green.
When you look at a development like Brookwater, it's not hard not to be successful.
You really don't have to do much.
Nope.
Of course this was going to be successful.
Oh, you'd certainly do Brookwater again.
I would do it again.
Look, it was spectacular. It was everything we expected. Bloody comedians. Righto.
I'm rolling camera 1 and camera 2.
This one? Hang on, let me put my... Oh, that one. Okay.
All right, fire away, boys.
Take us back, David. It's
1998.
What did you guys imagine when you were dreaming up Brookwater?
So Brookwater was conceived as a golf course community. We saw a real opportunity to create very high quality housing product
in an area that hadn't had this quality of infrastructure ever.
To do this, in Ipswich, unheard of, out of this world 25 years ago.
But we always looked at what was possible. So in the office, that plan was proudly on the wall, and everyone in the office, 1,000% believed the dream. However, getting the dream to come to reality, that was the challenge.
It was a challenge. The chairman had set the stage for this incredible golf community to come out of the ground.
This $21 million project is an international championship golf course, one that will create a residential community second to none.
That was a big vision. I think we used to say you just had to wear a pioneer's hat and you had to really believe in the vision.
I suppose the vision was Greg Norman brand, golf course frontage, real estate on the equivalent of Augusta National, 25 minutes from Brisbane, the next luxury residential golf estate in southeast Queensland. Essentially it.
Wow, yeah, well, okay, yeah.
Sounds like a good story.
I can't imagine what went through their minds looking at this area in the early days and thinking a community could be built.
This part of the property was sort of nothing much at all. This is the real, dead end.
So what you would see when you came out here was just a very isolating experience.
The landform was quite a complex landform. There was high hills, lakes here and there, flooding.
It was challenging, but lake frontage and golf course frontage worldwide is premium real estate. I just said to Mark, we got to do this. This will really change the project.
Was the sentiment an easy job ahead of you?
I don't think there was ever a feeling that it was going to be easy.
We talked to many people about how this course could come to life.
The so-called experts that were asked to give opinions on it all felt that the location didn't support an upmarket residential offering.
They all felt that we were mad and so on and so forth.
But we were used to that. And you've got to remember that there hadn't been a new golf course built for a very long time.
And that wasn't really another golf community in Brisbane.
We were very determined to start that community, but it was a painful journey. It didn't happen overnight.
There was a fair bit of topography to deal with.
Council could not understand what we were trying to do.
People just did not believe.
It was just totally out of the box.
I certainly thought they were mad.
There was a lot of hurdles. But slowly, one by one, it's what you call persistence. Just say to yourself, tomorrow is going to be a better day. Tomorrow may take a long time before it comes. We knew exactly the destination to go to. We just set our mind to it and we went for it.
If you're going to build a golf course community, the choices you have really are who the designer is and what's the quality that you aspire to create. But the challenge of the project was to get the money.
If you're trying to get normal finance, we wouldn't have got it. When we told the valuers, they were just against it. You're not going to get it funded. Good luck. So I basically heart and mind into it.
David Henry was probably the key person who turned the horse round. Somehow he knows the latest news. I don't know where he gets it from. One day he comes to my room and he says,
Maha, I think the way to do this is to get Greg Norman, because he's a Queenslander.
Born and bred in Queensland, Queenslander.
When he stopped playing competitive golf, he threw himself into golf course design.
I came back and said,
you better ring this bloke up and tell him that we've got the best site for him to have a golf course. I was frightened that they might come and look at it and see a madman and run away, but somehow something happened. They said, okay, we'll give it a go.
He's chased by society's A-list and the rich and famous.
He's one of Queensland's favourite sporting sons. On a flying visit to Brisbane,
the Sharks at another of his developments. By year's end, Brookwater will be a championship course with a burgeoning residential community.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and especially to the media. Today will be another significant milestone in the history of the project.
I think there was a lot of talk around town about why would Greg be building a course out here? Why? You know, he's a great name, but why would he come here to build a course?
When you keep on looking for it, mate, somebody will come somewhere, touch your shoulder and say, I'm the one.
We're fortunate today to have Greg Norman in his capacity as both golf course designer and a joint venture partner.
Adding the name Greg Norman.
Oh, goodness gracious, the shark.
There's a shark about.
And the champion, Greg Norman.
This is almost indescribable.
To bring that to this part of the world, back then in those days, was what really, I think, made a lot of people sit up and actually take notice. That was a masterstroke.
I don't think anyone thought that that was possible.
It all added up to something that was a story worth listening to.
Norman's put considerable cash into the entire $250 million project.
For me, it's really a fulfilment of a lot of long-term dreams that I've had.
The area is about to become one of Australia's premier golfing communities.
To have a Greg Norman course built in your project was just amazing.
We just thought it was fantastic that we could get access to Greg and that he'd be involved in our project.
It gave a new face to that part of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all here today for the official launch of the Brookwater Golf and Residential Community.
The golf course was originally built in the early 2000s, designed by Greg Norman, and I'm sure Greg's a lovely fellow, but considering the way he's designed this course, for us poor golfers, we don't like him very much. It's a beautiful golf course, it's a very challenging golf course.
My design inspiration really comes from a snapshot of when I first walked the property in its virgin state. Come on, boys, let's go.
To be able to trample around in the bushland, it's incredible what they were able to do.
Admittedly, he didn't change a lot. I was really surprised.
And the question is, how much of this do we preserve and how do we preserve it?
And just said, I think I should put 2 bunkers up here.
Massage this top part here.
Try and lift the green up a little bit there.
And everything in between that and the green is just wild.
Mate, he's a genius. The guy knew what he was doing.
And you keep the anthill there.
Sure.
The Brookwater land already had a natural system of gullies with these beautiful eucalypt trees, so they loved the land. The ability to introduce water, some holes up to elevated greens, some tees hitting down in the valleys. It reminded Greg of Augusta, which is that iconic course where they play the Masters.
I mean, the course itself just lends itself to relaxation if it wasn't for golf.
I think the moment of relief was to see the quality of the golf course that Greg had created. The hard part of Brookwater was over, and it was just a matter then of convincing people to pay a premium to live on a golf course.
That's probably debatable.
You want me to pay how much for land at the back of Redbank Plains?
Who in their right mind would pay $87,000 for a block of land in this place.
In the middle of the sticks.
You're out in the boondocks.
Nothing but wild horses.
Are they nuts?
Nobody wants to live out here.
In the highway to nowhere, people used to comment.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Jeez. We knew that we were going to design a really high-quality golf course, but we struggled to make sales in the early days of the project.
You've got to use a lot of imagination to understand ultimately what it would look like. I remember taking people around the course. We had petrol carts, so they're very noisy. And I think they were just, what the hell is going on here?
It is the case that you do have to take people on the journey. You know, I remember the first release of land that we did, the golf course frontage blocks were probably averaging about $120,000 a block.
And the adjacent blocks were selling for around about $30,000 at most.
So valuers would come to say, I'm going to value lot X, Y, Z, and can I have the keys? There was no house on that land, it was just land.
So we had all sorts of problems, chaps.
A lot of people would treat us very similar to just a land subdivision around the corner. We had a lot of comments about, just give me a price list and I'll make up my own mind.
It's not been an easy project when you're pushing price points the way we were, but it's heavily curated and it's been a big process in educating the market. You know, I'm very proud of the fact that when it got tough, we didn't reduce block sizes or cut costs. We just decided to back ourselves and push through.
Clients who visit Brookwater now, they love the project, but they don't have any idea of all those early beginnings.
To appreciate the scale of the project, you really need to see it from the air.
Even as a suburb, this area here is still completely undeveloped.
Back in the early days, you know, you didn't have Springfield City, didn't have Orion Shopping Centre, University of Southern Queensland, Mater Hospital, the train line, no golf club at that stage. We were selling the dream, really. And we didn't do very many sales during that time. You know, I think we looked at each other for a while there and wondered how we were going to buy our groceries at Woolworths or Coles. But we agreed that we would never sacrifice the vision of Brookwater. We had to just batten down the hatches and ride that wave.
We always backed ourselves to think, we can do this. I think the bigger challenge was bringing other people along for the ride and getting them to believe it.
Our job was to really use all of our skills to paint the story in a different way. Presentation was going to be key. We presented at the highest possible level.
It was important for us to position Brookwater as Brisbane's next Greg Norman golf estate.
The Courier Mail came out and I was reading this thing about the Springfield community utopia and was going, oh, this seems pretty crazy.
It was well supported with high quality advertising. We had Greg Norman fronting the TV commercials.
Hey guys, better hurry up with those bunkers. Brisbane's waiting.
We really showcased Brookwater correctly, making sure the signs are all in straight. We had our own brand language about golf windows and T-wows and T-junctions, and we were determined to roll that vision out. And so all of these concepts were brand new.
We brought on board consultants from around the world. Many times, all of those people would be in one room, trying to get the best out of everyone's talents to create a very special place.
And we pioneered a lot of techniques that took advantage of the aspects that were going to be created.
And a lot of people loved it. A lot of people really enjoyed learning about this new approach.
So it was the first community of this type that was built under a body corporate, where the residents could ultimately control the streetscapes, the parks in the community in which they lived. So that was a unique selling proposition. The other aspects of it was more about the experience. As you drive into Brookwater, you wanted people to feel differently. As you took the tree-lined journey to find your home site, you were passing windows that showed glimpses of the fairways. Then what kind of attributes that those lots had?
Everything else around us was really about making the land fit the house, and no one was talking about what the view purpose was, where the prevailing breezes were, and how you're going to design a home that was going to stand the test of time. You know, when you spend time here, Brookwater is so very special, and you only have one Brookwater.
When you've got a unique product, I don't think there's any limit to what people will pay to be part of the Brookwater dream.
Finally, the more qualified blokes started to come.
For a long time, land had petered around
$295,000.
All of a sudden we went to 450.
Started to go to 500,000, 600,000.
Now from $695,000.
I think we doubled the land value on the frontage within about 3 or 4 years. We had the first $1 million sale.
Then we crashed through $1 million. We think the next blocks on the golf course, they're probably going to be 2 times that. And now you look back on those prices and go, wow, once upon a time, $120,000. You know, it is the case that the more expensive the land, the more likely someone's going to build a pretty expensive house on it as well. That sort of works in your favour.
These homes now sit up at this vantage point and really take in the golf course, the distant mountain ranges and the vistas. It is incredible.
It's unique. There's nothing like this anywhere else around. That's the tremendous achievement of Brookwater. It's totally changed how people regard residential property in the Springfield development.
Looking back, I think we took a huge amount of risk, but we could have built the best golf course, the most amazing parks, but what really brings it to life is the community that are here. The first people that came and built their homes took on incredible risk themselves.
They have embraced the vision, they have bought the land.
They took the challenge, they took the risk.
It's a harrowing ordeal, there's no doubt about that.
Watching them build their homes, raise their family, I have a really huge sense of responsibility to look after their interests.
And we owe a lot to them because they helped also make the community come to life.
You've got to roll the dice in life, don't you? You've got to take a chance. Otherwise, what's the point of living?
Realities can only happen with a collaborative effort from many, many people. When you have collaboration between everybody, you can see what can take place.
It was definitely a team effort. There's no question about it. They all had a part to play. They saw something in it.
She certainly grabbed my heart as soon as I walked in the door. You know, myself and the rest of the boys have all bent over backwards to make it like that. Standing back and seeing what we've done, it's a great feeling.
They've all bled for this project because they've all been so supportive of it.
If I could go back 25 years and give myself some advice, I would say, hold on for the ride. You are going to be a part of building one of Southeast Queensland's most incredible communities. It won't be easy, you'll be tested, but just stay true to the vision, hang on, and it'll be all worth it.
Building a Greg Norman international standard golf course in that part of Ipswich changed the whole corridor.
When you're able to put a golf course through a block of land that you have out here, the canvas was limitless.
We are the jewel in the crown. That is Brookwater's legacy, and it's not by mistake. It is by a clever vision that the chairman and Bob had created all those years ago.
When we sit down having a few beers after a game of golf, I would often remind my fellow golfers that if it wasn't for the foresight of both Maha and Bob, we would not be sitting here today.
You've got to think about it day and night, fellas. You've got to give your life into anything that you want to do to make it success.
As this place grows, as Brookwater grows to the next level, our children's children will be a benefit from it. I congratulate everybody who's involved. It's a phenomenal success.
Okay, hopefully you got some stuff in there. Got some usable footage.
No, I'm trying to look at the camera. I know you're good looking, mate, but I'm not looking at you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
We'll see how we go, see how the cookie crumbles.
You wouldn't be Australian if you didn't know who Greg Norman was, and to the day still, like, the dude's ripped and he's kept it A1, you know. Oh, Look at me, I'm stuffing this up. I can just see his ripped body there. Okay, all right.
It's part of the launch. I am going to hit a golf ball. Let me be really clear about this. I am not a golfer.
You guys are really very courageous people.
Are you all right? I don't think the Premier at the time was an avid golfer. It ran along the ground and hit Raymond in the back of the leg.
Filled with embarrassment.
But no one was injured. No animals died.
Your little fame will be on your...
A lot of complaints came from the early players. They said, this is a hard course to play.
The golf course will be a challenging golf course. There are going to be some tough holes out there. I'm a firm believer golfers love to be punished. So you need to challenge golfers.
You know, we'll be trim detailing the bunkers and you'll get it all absolutely beautiful and you'll see some golfers coming through.
Right, 100 out.
And then they'll
Get a good drive away.
hit into the first bunker, then they'll
Get a good second shot away.
hit into the second bunker, then they'll
Get the third shot away.
and then over the green into the other one.
They have a mercy rule now.
In your head you're thinking, oh my God, you just stuffed every bloody bunker up.
I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy to everybody, I can tell you that.
Yes, no. Another loss.
I see everyone growling and whinging at all their swings, so I think that's enough to go, nah, I don't need to do this.
One of the issues I have, according to the local pro, is that I'm standing too close to the golf ball after I've hit it. Oh, Tony, terrible. The swing's all right, it's just connecting with the golf ball is the problem.
I want to wish you a happy 25th anniversary and may the next 25 years be as successful as the previous 25. Enjoy the festivities, enjoy the quarter century. Happy anniversary.
Celebrate it with a beer, eh?
Yeah, I know. Was there any moment where it was like, oh, this might not happen?
Not that I can recall.
Can you make one up?